Some journalists try to create real news. Fisch and Fleisch is a hobby project of a publishing company that runs not exactly cost efficient and does not need to, and it is in German if you wonder what this is in front of you. It is a project to create pretty much a collection of blogs from different angles. Fisch and Fleisch is neither left nor right, although the creators have a certain preference for left politics, which does not really influence with their work, or to a degree that is still so much better than anything else. We have here that I can't really say anything bad about them. What they do is encourage people to work on different views on the same topic. The editorial staff then takes the best works and put them together. So if you have them on your Facebook feed, and you should if you speak German and use Facebook, you get often two articles dealing with exactly the same question, one time with a left spin and then with a right spin. Since about 1 year or so, something interesting happened. Some of the content creators, well known for their left-leaning articles, changed side. The amount of far left articles is now quite limited. There are a handful of regular creators, and one of which is Robby. Oh, Robby. And don't be fooled by his avatar. He is not a keg frog. He is an ordinary red frog. Again, if you are able to understand German, check out some stuff of his. Anita Sarkeesian is firmly linked into reality in direct comparison to this guy. He's so much out there that I guess he considered Mao Zedong and Joseph Stalin as too far right. Of course, there are others who deny reality on a regular basis, but Robby is insofar interesting as that pretty much every other left point of view that Fisch and Fleisch posts on their Facebook page is written by Robby, who is, after all, quite eloquent. And I kid you not, there are no positive responses anymore on Facebook. None. Absolutely none. You see, in 2015, we were in Europe at the same point as America is to this very day. We had, in essence, three sides. One said this uncontrolled immigration is a blessing. One compelling argument was that Eastern Germany had a lot of vacant farms, and a lot of refugees are indeed farmers, so we could repopulate these areas with people who do useful stuff. Little spoiler there, this never happened. And there were those who said that this will become a problem. A large proportion of people did not really care at all. We had refugees in the past, we had no problems with them, everything will work out fine. Let's say those who do not care became less, those who saw this as an opportunity became even lesser, and those who say that the whole fucking house is on fire and the government should stop buying gasoline and start buying water became somewhat more. But some people are still in the same modus operandi as before. Robby is still in 2015 in these regards, pointing out how wonderful anything could become and that we don't know yet what might happen. But hell, I know people who argue with the same left arguments they used in the 1990s when the right wing indeed argued that people from outside are a danger for the working class due to competition. Nobody on the right argues like that anymore, because we all know that these guys who come over here do not work and have no desire to work. Otherwise, there would be some who would work and they don't. Some of the old leftists still do as if this was an argument. In this regards, Robby is less retarded. Retarded in the sense of being a bit behind anyone else. He still can't accept the world as it is and will point out over and over and over again that the future will be bright. We just should let it all happen. The point is, these voices are dying out. They simply die out over here. Those in my personal environment who still claim that anything will be fine are either Muslims, damn rich dudes, young kiddies who never worked, or women who work for the state. That's about it. Pretty much all the people who actually work for their living are now, let's say in the utmost minimum, quite skeptical in regards to immigration. Robby, by the way, strikes me as some rich brat, someone who never worked and will never work and still live a better life than most of us here. He will go on telling us that anything will be fine, right up to the moment that some jihadi will blow his mind off for being a rich infidel brat with an unclean frog as his avatar. May Keg have mercy on his soul. Shadilay, brothers and sisters. Shadilay.